In this talk, I'm going to explain why the statement medical mandates are a form of slavery should not be perceived as controversial. If you think that is a odd thing to say or a incorrect thing to say or even a bad thing to say, if you don't agree that medical mandates are a form of slavery, please listen to this talk where I'm going to do my best to make it very clear as to why they are, in fact, 100% a form of slavery. For me, I have a very good dictionary. It is the Concise Oxford American Dictionary. The definition of slave: a person who is the legal property of another and is forced to obey them. A person who is the legal property of another and who is forced to obey them. So you might say, well, I'm not the legal property of the government. So if the property owner has a right to control their property, then you can logically deduce that someone who is controlling something is the property owner, or at least is acting as though they were the property owner, right? So when the government says we get to decide what medicine you take and we get to decide what medical devices you use, that is control over your body, right? So they are claiming ownership of your body because they claim the right to control it. But in order to have the right to control something, you must be the owner of that thing or person. Another definition, which is overlooked, but shouldn't be, especially in the context of this ongoing medical tyranny, is the definition of communism. Private property is abolished and controlled by the state. So, in other words, what was previously private property is now the property of the state. So, what is the most fundamental private property? Is it your motorcycle? Is it your truck? Is it your house? No, it is your own body. That is the most fundamental, important as well form of private property, your own body, which we could rightly say you are the rightful owner of, right? You have property rights over your body. You get to control your body because you are the owner of it, right? It is your property. The state is saying we now control what was previously private property, right? Previously, you could make your own medical decisions, but now things are different. Now we own it, right? That's a communist takeover, right? That's a shift from a free people to an enslaved people. Enslaved by who? By communists. It is a form of slavery. It is a form of communism. It is evil, and evil does not make the world a better place. If you want to help people that are sick, then do your best to find out what are the best treatments, what's the best nutrition, how to best support the immune system, and educate others to your best ability on that information which you believe is correct on staying healthy. But the whole time recognizing you don't have the right to make the medical choice for other people because they are not your property, they are not your slaves, you are not their master. All right, thanks for listening.